arriving at Toronto Union Station.
The hoodies came in. I just sat down to edit vlog number 5 and holy so much footage. Yeah, it's just been a ton of footage from all of November, a little bit of October, and the first 2 weeks of December, because I realize it's like December 11th right now. And yeah, I've put a vlog out in a month, which I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I mean, I'm really disappointed in myself, not gonna lie. Like, I don't know, this whole thing was just to put out content and not really care about, like, oh, it's gotta be perfect. I have to have a narrative. My whole thing was just to share my perspective on life and what I'm doing, what I'm hoping to do, and all that good shit. But I let myself get in the way of that. So here's accountability me. Kind of being like, hey, wait the fuck, I'm gonna make this. Oh, thank God for not being a cop. Sick. Some life updates. Cool. Right now we're on our way to the gym. We've been gymming pretty consistently, at least throughout the month, for the last couple months, and eating like a goddamn animal to make this, which is always good, because after October I actually lost like a couple pounds there, and I was like, fuck. So it's good to, I don't know, just feel full again, I guess. Like body composition wise. Oh, fuck. And then another exciting update was that the hoodies came in. I'm wearing it right now, and it actually kind of works, which I'm stoked about, because I've been planning these hoodies, we're talking about these hoodies for way too long. So they finally came in, and they're sick. I love them. And I hope you guys do too. I'm gonna leave a link in the bio so you guys can check them out. Canada Post is really fucking up a lot of my shit now, but thank God for UPS, I guess. But yeah, I've been teasing the hoodies, and then this guy, Kid Minot, or Minot, I don't know, I think his name's Joe. He reached out, and this is like a model, and I was like, damn. And like, I thought he was a full-time fucking model, but apparently he's in between shit. Regardless, I think this guy should go full-time. He's got the look. And he reached out and he was like, yo, if I'll cover shipping, and like if I get when I get a pack, a hoodie and stuff, I'll model it for you. And this guy's out in Philly. So I was like, the fuck? I don't know, it's just, the world's so big and so small at the same time, man. And so I sent this guy a pack, and then I put a call out for videographers in the area. This other super talented dude, Diego, was all like, hey, yeah, I can do it. I'm just down to help out. And I was like, what the What? So they just did a photo shoot yesterday, and they're putting together the creative, and I'm really stoked to even see it. I didn't even care how it looks like, to be honest. I mean, I do, because like I want to use them for stuff. But just the fact that these guys are like down, I just have gratitude for that, man. That's fucking sick. I appreciate that. So Diego, if you're watching this, just again, thanks, man. And Joe, you're a fucking OG, man. You guys are real. Like, that was sick. But yeah, we're getting this whole brand thing together, and it seems like we're gonna be on par for January, so that's great. And yeah, the rest of the month has literally just been working, like client work. We've had I don't know, increase in like content contracts for brands, which is pretty cool. I've been testing out a lot of rad product. And yeah, so really I just wanted to make this, realign everything, touch bases, put a video out. And I think the overarching lesson here when it comes to YouTube for future Zeke, oh puppy, just be organized, man. God damn. I know it's a new system you're learning, so allow yourself some grace, but what do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go, bro? Yeah, there you go, come on. Please, future me, stay more organized. At least like make a project for the footage you're recording. That way you're not scrambling, trying to piece it all together at the end of the week. I mean, good Lord. Anyway, I'm at the gym and we're hitting legs, so pray for me. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the vlog.
Vanessa Van Edwards. For someone that's just clicked on this conversation now, and they're wondering why they should stay and listen to what we're going to talk about, what would you say to them?
Very highly successful people speak a hidden language, and that is the language of cues. If you don't know how to read the cues people are sending to you, if you don't know how to control the cues you're sending to others, you are missing a crucial element of success.
How do you quantify that in a way that I know that it's true? Are there studies or stats that reinforce what you just said?
82% of our impressions of people are based on warmth and competence. That means that if we can control our warmth cues and our competence cues, we know we are taking care of 82% of our impression. And that is critical to being more memorable, to being more confident, to having clearer communication.
And to taking that a bit further, what areas of my life will that impact? So if I'm warm and I'm competent, which you're telling me are things that I can control, what are the downstream consequences of that?
So I think my mission is to tackle a big lie. And that is that smart people will translate their book smarts into people smarts. But actually, no matter how smart you are, if you do not know how to communicate with people, you can't connect with people, you can't have good relationships, you can't have supportive friendships, you get looped into difficult people or toxic people, you have trouble getting raises or promotions. When you are able to control your communication, it helps you not be overlooked, not be misunderstood, and that affects your friendships, your partner, your career, and it also helps you feel more confident walking into a room.
And what is your research based on? Are you a researcher? Have you done sort of first-party research yourself? Where were you drawing from?
So I'm a recovering awkward person. I used to believe that you were either born with charisma or you weren't, that charisma was genetic. And in 2002, I discovered a study that changed my life, which said that charisma can be learned. This is when I started to figure out, okay, if charisma can be learned, how do we learn it? How can we learn blueprints for conversation? How can we learn frameworks for how we connect and how we socialize? That's when I started doing my own research. So I'm a behavioral researcher and a best-selling author on communication, and I specialize in helping very brilliant, very smart, awkward folks not be overlooked.
And give me some sort of depth as to the amount of research and the quantity of research that you've done, how many people you've studied, how many hours of footage, etc.
Yep, so I developed my first framework about 12 years ago, and we've helped 400,000 students learn that framework, master it, and conquer awkwardness or feel more confident. Some of those folks had very professional goals, like getting raised or promotion. Other folks were so socially anxious and so awkward they couldn't make friends. Other people were looking for their soulmate or their partner. And so 400,000 students have told me that this framework works.
Nobody teaches us this stuff, do they?
Or actually, extroverts tend to teach it. So I read the quintessential How to Win Friends and Influence People back in the day. And that's a wonderful book, but it's a book written by an extrovert. If you are not naturally extroverted, I am not naturally extroverted, I'm more ambiverted, it is very hard to learn how to communicate if you don't naturally gravitate towards people. I was like, there has to be a way to teach introverts and ambiverts to be able to feel confident without having to fake it till you make it, without having to pretend to be extroverted or outgoing to be taken seriously or to be charismatic.
What's an ambivert?
So ambiverts get energy from the right people in the right places. So for example, in this interview, I love one-on-one conversations. I feel myself. But if we were to go to a loud bar or a nightclub, I would completely shut down and want to be alone. Ambiverts can dial up extroversion to hit their goals. So if they know they have to be friendly and meet people for an interview or a position, they can do it. But they need lots of recharge time. The reason why it's important to know if you're an ambivert is because you should know what are the people and places that drain you. There are certain people, when you open your calendar and you look at it and you're like, that is someone that drains you. They do not bring out your extroversion or your natural love of people. There are also certain people who you feel you could talk to for hours. They give you social energy. They charge your social battery. So the very first thing I have students do is sit and make a list. Who are the people who give you energy, who charge you up? Who are the people who take from you? Those are people that we want to put boundaries around, we want to say no to, we want to limit as much as possible. And then also the places. Where do you thrive? Is it conferences, one-on-one business? Or is it friends, socializing, parties? Knowing those places helps you optimize your social battery.
And when you say cues, which you said at the start of this conversation, people think of just body language. Is that the sort of full extent of areas that you focus on?
Yes, so cues come into 4 different channels. There is body language, that's facial expressions, gestures, posture. But there's also vocal. So vocal cues are the tone of our voice, our pace, our volume, our cadence. There's also the words we use, obviously verbal cues. The types of words that I'm choosing to use are signaling my warmth and confidence to you. And the smallest channel is our ornaments. The colors we wear, the jewelry we wear, the way we wear our hair, the way we wear your facial hair, those are also signaling different things or cueing people to feel a certain way about you.
And what about what we say? Because I know you're writing a book about, I don't know if I can leak this.
You can.
Here we go.
Yeah, you can.
You're writing a book about conversation, so what we say.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation with Vanessa Van Edwards. I thought the conversation was pretty interesting. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Truly a legend. I think in 2025, I'm gonna stick harder to YouTube. Not like let my Instagram die, but I think I have more fun with YouTube, and I want to keep making more videos. So
I don't know, stay tuned, and also subscribe if you haven't already. Come on, what are we doing here? Again, check out the hoodies, get them while you can, really. I've already sold out of the first shipment that came in, so I just ordered another one, and they should be here within a week. I'll keep you guys posted on Instagram, if you're into that sort of thing. But yeah, check them out, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.